Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Darius from artistshortcut.com, and today I want to talk about being a professional hip-hop artist. A lot of hip-hop artists come from low-income urban areas where there's little motivation for learning how to be professional. And thanks to the current nature of hip-hop, slang and disrespect is often glamorized and made to look like the cool thing to do. Upcoming artists then observe this behavior and then think being disrespectful and using slang is the normal thing to do. Now, I'm a full believer that communication is meant to get your message across. I also believe that good communication does not have to mean proper grammar and big words. But depending on who you're talking to and the way you're communicating with them, you might come off as unprofessional, and that's not good for business. It makes things like building relationships, getting more opportunities, and ultimately making more money more difficult. No one wants to work with someone that's unprofessional, and they will try their best to avoid working with them while recommending others to do the same. So what does being an unprofessional hip-hop artist mean? Basically, being an unprofessional hip-hop artist means that the way you act is not up to par with what is expected of you in that particular situation. A few examples of being an unprofessional hip-hop artist are: if you have a meeting about a partnership deal and you come dressed in sweatpants and a t-shirt while everyone else has on formal clothing like a suit and a button down, you'll probably be seen as unprofessional. Or if you're reaching out to someone you don't have a close relationship with and you're using slang or SMS language, you'll most likely be seen as unprofessional. Or if you tell someone that you're going to do something and you consistently don't do it, you'll possibly be seen as unprofessional. How to be a professional hip-hop artist. Being a professional hip-hop artist isn't hard. It doesn't require you to make a complete lifestyle change or sell out. All you need is a little discipline and to understand that the music business is still a business, regardless of how it may seem. So to help you avoid being labeled as an unprofessional hip-hop artist, I'm going to give you a few tips that should help you become more professional. The first tip is to be punctual. Being a hip-hop artist can sometimes get crazy and hectic, causing you to be behind schedule on certain tasks and activities. Regardless of the occasion, you should be on time as much as possible. The more you show up to shows, meetings, and other events on time, the more professional you look to everyone else that was on time and everyone that's on the staff. A pro tip is to use a calendar. So to better manage your time and make it easier for you to be on time for events, use a free calendar like Google Calendar. You're already signed up if you use a Gmail account, and the best part, in my opinion, is that it's easily viewable from almost every device you own. Number 2, deliver on any agreements. If you've ever heard the saying, your word is your bond, then I'm sure you already know how important it is to do what you say you're going to do, especially in the music industry. Your reputation is a big part of what's going to make you a successful hip-hop artist, and tarnishing it by not holding true to your word is foolish. A pro tip is to write down your promises. It's hard enough trying to remember what you ate for breakfast 2 weeks ago, let alone remembering all the promises you made to people. Similar to how you manage your time using Google Calendar, I recommend using the task feature inside of Google Calendar to write down your promises and then schedule it into your calendar to make sure it gets done. Number 3, communicate properly. Communicating properly is an area that most upcoming hip-hop artists suffer with a lot. I can't tell you how many emails I receive from artists speaking like we've known each other for years when we don't even know each other at all. The style and tone of your email should correspond with the person you're talking to. If you're talking to someone about business, you should speak in a more formal manner until a relationship is built where that's no longer necessary. Number 4, be respectful. Being respectful to others should be common sense, but I've noticed that it's not, especially in hip hop. The moment you disrespect someone is the moment you begin to kill your relationship or potential relationship with the person. But that's not all. By disrespecting one person, you'll begin to burn relationships with a lot of the people connected to them. And you never know when you might actually need that person or someone connected to them. For example, sometimes haters reply to my emails or leave me disrespectful YouTube comments. These messages are usually horribly written and in an aggressive tone from people that will never get any real help from me. If their names are brought up in a conversation, I'll make sure to save someone else the trouble of dealing with them as well. Now, if you disagree with something I've said or feel there's a better method for doing something, then you should 100% let me know, respectfully. We're here to share information and help each other grow, not tear each other apart in an attempt to boost ourselves up. So that's how you become a professional hip hop artist. Please thumbs up the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel because it not only helps our YouTube channel grow, but it helps me gauge which videos are most helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them right below this video and I'll answer as soon as possible. It's Darius from Artist Shortcut, and I'm out.